Hey guys, so a few days ago I designed the Big Boom, a brand new Town Hall 8 war layout based on you guys' requests. And so the purposes of this video are to analyze those replays that were accumulated over the past war, to mention some tweaks that could be made in retrospect, and to talk about the layout's role in the war as a whole. So since I am Town Hall 9 now, I cannot use this base for myself, but luckily D-Moore28, an elder of UO Tennis, took it upon his shoulders to use the layout. So huge shout out to D-Moore for making this video possible so soon. So before I begin the replays though, I definitely wanted to show this. So D Moore, as you can see, is our number 8 in the war lineup, and he was attacked by the opponent clans 5, 4, 7, and 6 in that order, all of whom were pretty respectable Town Hall 9s. So I just wanted you to see that so that you could keep it in mind as you watch these replays. So the first attacker was Lizzie D, and she brings in 21 level 4 hogs, 10 level 6 giants, 3 heal spells, and 1 rage. And so at this point in the video, you can see that the layout features an unlurable clan castle, and Lizzie is forced to use 3 hog riders to draw out the clan troops. And after she does so, she gets them over here. Um, the only mistake that I think she makes while luring, well, really in her attack, is that she brings all wizards and not enough archers to take care of these clan castle troops. She drops pretty much her whole force of wizards right here to take out my clan castle troops, and the giant that was used as just kind of a filler uh, late in the preparation day takes out a bunch of the wizards, and she's left with pretty much no attack troops. So next, she's going to deploy all of her level 6 giants down here on the southeast wall, and they are just taking massive amounts of damage right now. They set off one big bomb, and they're taking damage from 4 central archer towers, as well as the skeletons from the skeleton trap and the king. So just like that, the giants are taken out, and they don't even they get through one compartment only. Next, she deploys all of her hog riders down here from the southeast again, and luckily she had taken care of one of the giant bombs, because the dual giant bombs right there is meant to take out all hog riders of any level. But they survive, and she's quick on the heal spell, so they're not taken out. But all the while, they're just taking huge amounts of damage from the Barbarian King, who cannot be taken out around the perimeter, so he's just eating those hogs alive. Um, so now, she's a bunch of hogs down. I don't even think, yeah, she does. She'll take care of all of the defenses, but with only 3 wizards left and a queen down there just already halfway dead, uh, she's not going to make much of this attack. So round 1 was definitely a big victory. She does have a little bit going for her. I think that wizard tower is going to take her pretty much down. Her king, uh, due to the layout design, is going to go around the perimeter instead of heading in towards that town hall. So she notices that, and being that her queen is already so low, and the king on defense is still, high up there, she's going to call that one a day. So next we have Stephanie, and she's going to bring in, again, 24 hogs, a dragon, a few wizards, and a giant to lure out the clan castle troops. And she does a pretty good job of luring out the clan castle troops, much better than the last attack that I showed you. But as you'll see in a little bit, she's going to, like, what seems to be randomly sprinkling her hogs all over the place. And I'll go ahead and wait for that to happen so I don't get too far ahead of myself. And she also left one wizard in the clan castle, and so I think right here she's forced to drop that dragon before she would have liked to, which is taken down pretty quickly by the air defense. But here come the hogs, and if you notice, she only does about 5 to 6 at a time, and the only way that I can make sense of that is that she's trying to take out defenses in the corners only, because in the four central regions, there's spaces uh, in three of them for double giant bombs. So I think her idea there was to try to, like, avoid those, being that she didn't really know where they were at. Maybe she didn't watch her teammates attack beforehand, but anyways, um, she basically fails miserably there. Regardless, though, round two was another win for us. So the third attack on this layout was by Interficio, and he's going to try to bring 7 level 3 dragons. I'm not sure why only 7. And anyways, 3 lightning strikes and 1 rage. And so he decides to lightning strike out one of the air defenses behind the town hall, and he's going to drop all of his dragons there, trying to direct them towards the center, but they get a little hung up on the clan troops and especially on the gold and elixir storages because of their um, high amounts of hit points. So they take considerable damage from the one air defense there before uh, they can go and take it out. Um, and then you've got, all 5 archer towers pretty centrally located, which is huge against dragon attacks. I think even if this guy had used 10, the full 10 dragons, I don't think he had a chance because between the air defense and the archer towers, these dragons are just annihilated. And as you can see, around each air defense is gold and elixir storages. So that's a lot of hit points to do for dragons. Uh, before they can get to the air defense and take it out. So that gives the air defense a long time to just shoot down dragons. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up because these dragons are just gonna fly around. They almost get taken out here. Well, one does. The other one's gonna fly off, get the 62%, and the wizard tower is gonna take care of that. So finally, after 3 failed attacks, um, our fourth attacker will finally secure the 100%. So let's see what he does. Um, He makes a mistake here on the lure with his level 6 giant. He didn't put it on the right side of that pink wall, and so it doesn't lure out the clan castle, which forces him to use a few of his hog riders to get those out. But as a pretty veteran attacker, he gets them out and he takes care of those clan castle troops pretty easily. And so next, he's pretty much going to rush this south side with his 28 max level hogs. Um, and so they're going around away from that barbarian king, but about 4 of them are sprung right there with those 2 spring traps. And then the hogs split, and the ones on the right go up to that archer tower, which was not the intention because I wanted them to run into that second giant bomb. So I will have to go through and edit the base to account for that. Maybe just moving the big bombs up to that northwest side where the other big bomb is because that would have taken care of all of those hogs. And anyways, the hogs are still going around, still taking damage from the skeletons from that skeleton trap, and the Barbarian King. And I thought the base might defend against it, but he's got a bunch of support troops going around the outside. He does actually take care of all the defenses, and he wraps this up pretty easily with the 3 star. So, although the base did get 3 star in the end, I still think it was a huge success when considered within the context of the war. Because if you haven't noticed, we won this war 49 to 48, so only by 1 star. And this base forced the opponent clan to waste 4 of its high-level players' attacks, which could have been used later in the war to 3-star lower bases that could have given them the win. So the way this war played out, the fact that this base held off 3 attacks could have been the reason for the 1-star difference that led us to winning. Also, I think this base was a huge success because it took 28 maxed level hogs to 3-star it in this war. And in my opinion, a really high level attack like that should be able to 3-star any Town Hall 8 base. Because if it couldn't, then I would have to argue that the offense and defense balances of the game need adjustment. But anyways, again, I really like this base, and I really hope you guys like it as well and find yourselves using it soon. So that wraps up this video, but before you go, if you liked this video, do me a huge favor and show it by liking it and subscribing to my channel for awesome future content. And if you do, then I will see you next time.